This is Travis with Invictus Gymnastics. We're going to discuss the target reach swing and how it applies to your movements on the bar. First, I'm going to take this plate. This is a 10 kilo or 25-pound plate. It doesn't really matter the thickness, but you do want to get close to being able to reach it. So since this bar is a little bit higher for me, I can't quite reach it standing up straight. I'm using a plate that's a little bit taller. I could use a lighter weight if I'd like, just to make sure I am not touching it. That's very important. I'm going to set the plate down on the floor, okay? Now, where I want to line the plate up is the edge of the plate with the vertical plane of the bar. That is for this height. Now, what's important to remember about this target reach swing is that it can move depending on the type of swing that you do, say, for your bar muscle up. But on the other hand, for your toes to bar movements, it's going to be in the same spot. Toes to bar requires the same angle of swing for pretty much each person, but the angle of the swing for the bar muscle up does depend from person to person, again, depending on their strengths. So for me, I'm going to start with the edge of the plate with the vertical plane of the bar. What I want to do is be able to stand back behind the bar one full arm's length. So I'm here, step to the middle, so I'm in front of the plate. And what I would like you to pretend is that in the laces of your shoes, you've got the laser pointer, like you play with cats and put them, point them around on the walls. You've got a laser pointer stuck in the laces, pointing down out your toe. So wherever I point my toe, that laser pointer's all over the place, okay? I've got one on each foot, and when I jump from here, we're gonna do the bad cheerleader jump, which is just that slight pike, that hinge in the hips with a straight line, but my legs, from my hips to my toes and from my toes to the center of the target, needs to be a straight line. It's really important to establish this straight line because a lot of people, when they jump to the bar, they have a tendency to go from the jump straight into an arch swing. That's not going to work very well for a bar muscle up. We need to make sure that you have your hips back and your feet forward and that you actually guide your feet into the position that they need to go into, again, depending on a long kipping swing or short kipping swing, but you need to be able to guide your feet into position because starting a bar muscle up or a toes to bar rep needs to be consistent. You need to know what to expect, and if you build from the foundation, from the beginning of the movement correctly and consistently every single time, you will know what to expect from the rest of the movement. You mess this part up, none of it's going to be very good. Okay, so we're going to jump from here, again, one arm's length away from the bar. I'm going to jump, point my toes down at the target, and then swing. I'm going to do multiple reps here, but we can also do single reps. Single reps are just jump, point down, and drop. Again, I'm doing the best that I can to go into this with my feet pointing down toward the target. The way this looks with a bar muscle up, just so you kind of get an idea, we're going to add the loading position here, okay? So it goes from the arm's length, pointing and loading. So I allow my body to go through the straight body position, pointing here at the target, but as soon as my body passes that straight body position, target is obsolete. Doesn't even matter. Bring your feet up behind you because you're going to need to swing them into the bar muscle up. So that's how the target reach swing works. Now that is for more of a short kipping swing for a bar muscle up. If I were doing a longer kipping swing, I would move this back. So I'm still going to stand behind the plate, but now the plate's closer to me. I jump, I stretch, and then I can go into the bar muscle up. Depending on which kipping swing suits you best, you're going to be pointing your feet at a target in a different spot.